I want to show you this opening for white and explain you some of the ideas, and so you can remember it. So yeah, white starts with a d4, and the opening I want to show you, it's called the Slav defense. Black plays the move c6. As soon as you play the move c6, now we know that it's a Slav defense. At this moment, if they ask you what's the name of the opening, we don't have an answer here, because there could be several different openings here. It could be, for example, d takes c4, and who knows this opening? Raise your hand. The name of this opening? Queen's Gambit accepted, correct? Which opening is this here? Queen's Gambit declined. So this is a Slav defense. We're going to go a little bit more, and I want to check how many openings you know. Some of these openings... okay, raise your hand first. And which color? What is your question? Which color is we are doing this for white. So see, the white is on your side. So you're learning this for white. Okay? So this opening for white. So now there is another opening here. It's a pretty rare opening. I did a video earlier on this opening. So which opening is this after c6? Please take your seats, guys. So what's the name of this opening? It's a bit a rare opening. Not a very, very common opening like Queen's Gambit accepted or declined. Any ideas? Okay, this one is called Chigorin defense. Okay? Named after a very strong chess player, Russian chess player, Chigorin. Okay, so remember, this is Chigorin defense, not a very popular opening. And also, there is one more opening, the two more openings actually, Bishop f5. This is the Baltic, okay? Baltic opening. Again, bit rare. Another idea is e5. And this is it. This is Albin Gambit. Very good. But today we only going to focus on one opening, the Slav defense. Some of these previous ones I've already done videos on it. You can search on a YouTube at the Chess Club channel. You will see those irregular openings video that I talk about these other openings. But today we'll look at the Slav defense and some of these important ideas. Slav defense is not an easy opening to get an advantage against when you're playing with the white pieces. So I will show you a very simple method of obtaining a slightly better position and having a good game. So you take c takes d5. This is called the exchange variation of the Slav defense. So you take on d5, and this is the exchange variation. Now he takes back with a pawn. The next thing you want to do is you want to develop your pieces. So you will start out with knight f3, knight f6. As you can see, like in a previous class, we develop our pieces, which is always very important. Knight c3, knight c6. And now we need to develop our bishop before we play this move. Like you play this move e3, this is a bad move because now you locked your bishop. So you never want to do that in this opening. You never want to play this move e3 because then you don't have any advantage here. So that's why here you play bishop to f4, activating your bishop and putting it on this diagonal. Now, white has many different moves he can play here, but right now I want to talk about this opening, this move, e6. The point of this move is to play bishop d6 and just try to develop the pieces and castle. You will play e3, bishop d6. And he's proposing the exchange of the bishops. And now you have some options here. What do you think white should do here? He can exchange the bishops. He can go bishop g5. Or you can do something else. Yes. Bishop G3. Absolutely. This is the best move because now you're telling him basically if you want to exchange the bishops, he will take back. You can take back with the H pawn. So if, for example, bishop takes G3, in this kind of positions, don't feel like this is weakening your position because sometimes players are under the impression that if you take back and you're going to have double pawns, it's always bad. Here it's not bad actually, it's good for you. Because here your rook will actually come into the game immediately. So that's why you want to capture with which pawn here. You have options here. Which pawn you want to capture with here? Yes?
The H pawn.
Absolutely. H takes G3. Remember, 90% of the time you go from the side towards the center. And that's what we're doing, right? We're going from the sides towards the center. And only the 10% of the time we're going to make this move. Go from the center towards the side of the board. And this capture, you will do it in very rare cases where you have a rook on this file. If you have a rook on this file and the rook comes into the game, then you can consider doing that. Otherwise, you go from the side towards the center. You have a question? It's possible. G3 is not a very good move here because you don't want to put too many pawns on dark squares. Okay? You don't want to put too many pawns on dark squares because that means your light squares are going to be weak. Okay? So it's possible somebody may have played this move, but it's not a very good move. This is the best move, bishop G3. Okay? Now he takes towards the center. Block castles. Now bishop d3. He needs to be very careful now after bishop d3 because you have some serious pressure on h7. And the rook as well is putting pressure on this. But we're going to look at the move. Let's say he plays b6. He's not being careful here. And now you can win this game here. If you start with the right moves here, you're going to win this game here. So let's think about it. We don't want to rush yet. We want to think a couple of minutes to see how we can try to activate more pieces here because we have some pressure, but it's not enough to win. We need to get a couple of more pieces involved here. And once we do that, then we're going to have excellent chances to win here. So which move we have to try to go for here? Okay, yes? You can play queen c2. But this is more like a one-move threat, which is likely your opponents will see. Okay? So you just made an attempt to win this pawn, but they will see it. It's just too simple for them to miss. They will just go here, and that's it. You missed a moment. Okay? So it's very important to find the best move when you have an opportunity here. Here you have a very good opportunity here. Okay, any others? A few more people were raising their hands. Yes? You could do that, but do you have a follow-up after he takes back? That's right, you got to be careful. Yeah, we don't have enough forces yet. We need some more forces to attack. So now, what is the move here? What is the move here? Yes? Knight G5. It's similar to his suggestion. It's too obvious now, your threat. When you make it so obvious, unless I don't have a way to defend it, but here I have actually a way to defend it. It's too obvious. You just brought another piece to attack, and after this move, I think the best thing to do is come back now. And we lose tempos. Tempos is basically time in chess. You lose time. Okay? So we have to do something better. We have to do something that he cannot just counter with. So what do we have here? Remember, I mentioned before in a previous class, some of you are here from that class, knights belong where? In the center, right? Knights belong in the center. So do you see a good move here? Excellent. Knight belongs in the center. Very good move. Knight goes to the center. And now when you do this, your knight is very active in the middle of the board, and at the same time now, did you notice that you open up this diagonal? And something really good going to happen because you did that, because you open up that diagonal. That was excellent. Now he plays bishop b7, and suddenly one move before you weren't ready yet for the tactics. One move before you weren't ready yet, but now you are. Now you're ready to go for the mating attack here. Let's see. Very strong move here needed for white to win this game. Okay, go ahead.
Bishop h7.
Excellent. Bishop h7. Very good. Now, there is a difference because there's some things are different now. Earlier you had a knight here and the knight was blocking you, but now it's not. So now if he takes back, what is the follow-up? Do you see the follow-up? Do you see the follow-up? Continue. Continue on your line. Yeah, but if you go with the rook, he takes back. And then we lose some material. We still have an attack, but we lose some material. But you have something better here. You already exposed the position of the king here, and now you just need to bring more attacking forces here. Close, close. But queen d3 again, you want to bring it closer towards the attack. Queen d3, it's you know, I can do something like this and block it. Okay? So that's good, but you have something better, okay? You want to go towards the attack here. So what do we have here? Let's see. What's the winning move here?
Queen h5.
Queen h5. Excellent. Basically, what you accomplish here by playing the move bishop h7, you have deflected the knight from f6. You deflected this piece, and now when he takes back, you go queen h5, and now you're threatening to take the knight with a checkmate. You take it with a checkmate. Now, if he goes here, if he moves away, do you see the mate? Yeah? Okay. Queen h8, correct. That's checkmate right there. Now, if he plays now rook e8, if he goes rook e8, now you have a different kind of checkmate in two moves. Different type of checkmate in two moves here. Yes?
Queen takes f7 check. King h8 matches.
Excellent job. Yes. Queen f7 check, king goes to the corner, knight goes on g6 checkmate. This is actually, you can win like games like this. I won a few games like this as well, and my students too. So it's a very common way to win games if opponent doesn't know exactly what he's doing. So king h8 here, this is probably his best move here. And here you have a very nice combination here. You're not going to be able to mate him here, but you're going to win a lot of material here. So you're going to win his queen here. And then, you will eventually either he will resign or you will convert it into a checkmate. But let's see if you can find that the beautiful combination to win the queen here. So let's see. I want to give you some time to think. So the goal here is to find a way to win the queen, because we can't really checkmate him here. Let me tell you, it's 1, 2, 3. It's a 4-move combination here. Take this. You think, okay, but let me explain something. When you're attacking when you're attacking somebody, trying to mate him, you don't want to exchange pieces, because every time you exchange, that will reduce your attacking forces. You understand? Keep your material. Try to use it. Don't exchange, because exchange you want to do when the position is simple, you're winning on the material. Then you can do that. But here you don't want to do that. You want to keep the material. Okay, let's see here. That's good. Continue. Now you're 3 moves away here. 3 moves away. Takes. Remember, the queen h5 doesn't work. My knight is here. So now, what are we going to do here, huh? Now, it's a nice combination here. Nice combination here. Let's see. Yes?
Bishop takes the pawn on f7.
Correct. Now he takes, but you have to continue here.
And then
Don't rush now. Think, 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 think.
and then the knight takes the rook.
I know you want to do that, but then he takes you back. That's okay, but that's not your best, okay? That's good. But remember, when you see a good move, you look for a better one, right? Who said that? Huh? Which world champion said that? Huh? Yes. Okay, let me finish that. That was Emanuel Lasker, world champion number 3, said that. When you see a good move, look for a better one. Your move was good, knight f7, okay? But there is something, yeah, queen h5, there's a knight here. Ben, sit down, please, and just raise your hand. Now, who is going to find a brilliant idea now? Okay, go.
Rook h8 check. Queen takes h8. Knight takes f7 check.
Rook h8. So basically, it's another decoy or deflectional idea, forcing the king to take. And after he does that, you take his rook. And do you see now what we have here?
Royal check.
It's a fork. It's a fork. And he goes here. You take the queen, and you win the game. Okay?
You don't win.
Well, I mean, if you play well, you will win after this. You're up a queen, you know. So we expect you're going to win this. Okay? We expect that you will win this. Okay, very good. So this is what you learn on the opening. Okay, the Slav defense, exchange variation. Let's see now if you remember this. Okay. So this is the position I want you to reach. So now we're going to go back. We're going to put in a training mood and see if you can get here. Okay? You can actually reach this position playing this new opening that you learned today. Okay, let's see. Raise your hand if you remember the first move that I showed you here. And we're going to go on like that and review this. Okay, the first move here. What was the first move here? The first move. Yes? Okay. Second move. What was the second move? C4. Remember here. What's the name of the opening? If they ask you that question, what do you say? Right now. I think you came a little late. You didn't see this part. So at this moment, what's the name of the opening?
It branches off into different openings, so therefore you can't tell which opening it is.
Very good. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. We need one more move, okay? And then, okay, how many different openings black can play here? You remember? It was 4 or 5, yeah? So let's make sure everybody knows this, okay? Now, so it looks like actually 6, but okay. So if he takes now, which opening is this? Very popular opening. Excellent. If he plays this one, I go by the good ones first. So if he plays this one, this is declined. And we already know this one. This is what opening is this? Slav defense. Slav defense. Now, and look at the irregular ones now. If he goes here now, what opening is this? The rare name, yeah, rare name a little bit, this one. Russian name, yeah? Chigorin defense. Now, if he goes this one, more rare than Chigorin. This is, which one is this? Baltic. Excellent. And now, if he plays the e5, the last one, this is a gambit. What kind of gambit is this? In the back? No, it's something else. Something else. It's Albin. Albin counter gambit, okay? Counter gambit Albin. Okay. Back to the Slav defense. So what move we play now? which line we go to here. There are many different ways you can play it, but we want to branch out to this one line that we can get comfortable position in. Excellent. What's the name of this line? Remember the name of the line? It's Slav defense, the opening, but now when you take, this is the name of a line. That's called?
Exchange variation.
Excellent. Exchange variation of the Slav defense. Remember, you take something. When you take something in opening early stages, it's likely the name is going to be exchange. Okay? It's going to involve that, exchange variation. Okay, now, and we got to develop pieces, right? We got to develop our pieces. We got to get our knights. Now, yes? Now, continue developing your pieces. Yes, you. And now, which move you absolutely have to play here before you play e3? Which move you have to play? Excellent. Bishop to f4. Now, after we play bishop f4, we can play. Now he's trying to exchange the bishops here. Now we have to play it correctly here. We have to play it correctly, yes?
Bishop g3.
Excellent. He takes now. We have options here, right? How do we capture here? Huh? How do we capture? We have two different ways to capture here. Now, how do we do it? From the side towards the center. Now castles. And now, which piece now needs to be developed?
The f bishop to c4.
Think. Where? Remember,
Bishop to c4.
I think you want to go somewhere else, right? Because here, you don't want to go here, right? He'll take you, right? Remember, you want to put pressure on this pawn. So you're going to put it where?
To d3.
Of course, yeah? Bishop d3. Remember? That was the bishop d3 to attack. Now I played b6. And this is going to cost him this move, because now his position is going to get weak. Because now, remember, knights belong where? Knights belong?
In the center.
In the center, right? In the center. Yes? Excellent. Excellent move, knight e5. Now, he protects it. And now your diagonal is open. And you are ready now to start the attack in the back.
Now you do h5.
That's the following move. You can't move right away. The knight will take you. What do you have to do first to deflect the knight? Remember, you make a move to deflect him first. How are we going to deflect?
Bishop to h7.
Very good. That's called deflection. He takes back now. And now you are ready to bring your which piece in?
Queen.
Queen h5. Excellent. Now he moves the knight. Checkmate immediately. And if he goes here, if he goes away now, checkmate in 2, right?
Queen takes f7. Knight g6.
Perfect. Very good. And the last one here is king h8. And if he plays king h8, you have to remember the winning sequence here. Okay? This took a little bit of time because it's not as obvious here, okay? So it took a little bit of time here. Check first, remember? Check first. Now you force him to go back to g8. And now What's the next move now? Now we have pressure. Your same idea. We have more pressure, yes?
E-knight takes 7 pawns.
You could do that. But let's keep the knight. We might need it for something else. Let's maybe keep the knight for now. Which piece can we use here? Instead of the knight, huh? Which piece? Let's see. Okay. Yes. That's the difficult move to find. Rook to h8, okay? Because if you take the knight, a rook is just going to take it. So you go rook to h8 check. You're forcing. This is called deflection, decoy, okay? He has to move now. Deflection. So he has to take. And once he does this, what is the move?
The queen moves to
Don't rush. I think you're rushing now. But you have that. But look at the knight now. Deflection was done to do what? Deflection was done to, so we can freely take this, right? And then what do you say this? What is this? Fork. Fork. Or double attack. Fork. Okay, very good, okay? That's the idea for this one. So you learn how to deal with a Slav defense.